Brad, on March 20th, 2022, my life was changed forever.
Kirsta, I'll never forget the first time we met. It was a cold Sunday at Whitley Cattleman's Classic. I remember walking into the show barn and seeing you sitting at the announcer's table. Even though you were wearing a hat and were all bundled up, it didn't take me long to notice your bright, beautiful smile.
Welcome, family, friends, loved ones. We gather here today to celebrate the wedding of Brad and Kirsta. This joyous occasion marks the beginning of a special chapter in their lives.
Oh my gosh.
There are very few memories I can think back on that don't have Kirsta in them. Kirsta, you're an intentional friend who always has everyone else's best interest at heart.
Brad's more than a friend now. He's a brother. I mean that. Always meant that. We've always shared that bond. Our relationship's evolved and things have stayed the same.
Oh, you look great.
Marriage brings hard days just as they bring beautiful ones. This day is a reminder of what your love has already accomplished.
I thought I was just doing a kid a favor since I had nothing else better to do on a Sunday. I remember thinking, who is this dude that keeps standing way too close to the announcer's stand? When I found out your parents were the ones in charge, it all made sense. Everyone there was so friendly, but you took time to talk to me and get to know me.
I was glad Brittany introduced us, otherwise you still might get wigged out about why I was standing so close to the table that morning. After we talked a few minutes, I instantly fell for your southern charm and the music in your voice.
At the end of the night, I thought you might ask for my number, but you didn't. In my mind, I would probably never see or hear from you again. But then you slid into those DMs on Instagram to ask me if I wanted to hang out.
I must have made a good impression, or for lack of better judgment, because you agreed to a fun night of dancing and Moscow mules in Indy.
Now, this isn't where I say happily ever after and the rest is history. Our love story is a little different. There are some curves and bends in the roads. We dated until that summer, but I changed jobs and set off to Mississippi, and we kind of fizzled out. I always thought about what could have been, but figured we were both moving on. God had a different plan, because remember that mutual acquaintance? He brought you to help him at the 2022 Mississippi State Fair, which was exactly where my new job in life was.
When you moved back south during the time we were dating long distance, I remember hearing your voice was always the highlight of my day. Even though the distance was challenging at times, I'll always cherish those nightly phone calls. We laughed about nothing and talked about everything, and through it all, we became best friends.
Your patience and kind-heartedness are two of the things that I admire most about you. No matter how irritable, impatient, or easily offended I might be, you're still patient and kind with me. You're also so very smart and determined. When I'm discouraged, you keep searching for an answer for me. And 9 times out of 10, you figure it out. You lift people up when they're having a tough time and need a friend. Those are just a few of the things that will make you a great husband.
I'm so thankful God brought you into my life, and I promise to always put him at the center of our relationship. I promise to always love and to care for you, to always honor and protect you, and to always be the man you need me to be.
For me, our relationship comes naturally. I've never felt like there was anything I couldn't tell you. I know it sounds cheesy and everyone says it, but you truly are my best friend. Some people get butterflies in their stomach, and that's how they know their person is their person. But for me, it was the calming feeling I get from your presence. I truly just enjoy spending time with you. As we enter into this marriage together, I promise to always put God first in our marriage. I promise to be your partner in crime and your biggest fan.
I love you more than anything in the world, and marrying you today makes me the happiest man in it.
From this day forward, I am devoted to being the best wife I can be to you. I promise to love you with everything I have. The world is at our fingertips, and there's nothing we can't do as long as we're on the same page, working toward the same goal. I'm so excited to start this life with you. You're everything I could have imagined and more. I love you, and I will stand by you. Bradley Ryan Johnson.
Brad and Kirsta, You have now affirmed your love for each other before your family and friends. You have come from different backgrounds, have walked different paths. You are different individuals, but your love has transcended these differences. May God bless you and keep you. Brad, you may kiss your bride.
I can tell stories for hours about Brad, but the real story is the next step in his life. And since I've met him with Kirsta, everything's changed. It's like a light went on in his eyes. His vision's changed, his future's changed. Everything he's passionate about has been amplified by the passion they now share together.
Our adventures together will live on in infamy, and I'm so excited to see the adventures to come for the Johnsons. I knew from the moment that you first mentioned Brad that you were destined to be a Johnson. I could not be happier for the two of you, and I'm so glad to call you one of my dearest friends.
Kirsta, I've known Brad for a long time. I've never seen him this happy. You light him up inside. You've changed him, and I'm very excited to celebrate you as bride and groom.
I wish you both a lifetime of happiness, good tequila, and high-quality cattle.
And cheers to the Johnsons.